I always look forward to this time. For me, it's like the week is building and building and building and building until Sunday. It's the most amazing day for me. I get to be with my brothers and sisters. My family. Anybody like family? Maybe some of you don't like your own family. But you got a new family right here. Yeah, and so I rejoice when I see you guys. Wish we could hang out more than just Sunday. That's why we have Wednesday night. That's why we have Saturday men's meeting. Man, Emmanuel shared yesterday. It was so good. I keep thinking about some of the things that he said. It challenges me. Isn't that good? Maybe it's so good to see you here. Now, I remember when we had our kids. We did this. We did church with little kids. And every week we would take turns. I would be the guy in the baby room, the nursery with our little kids. And Danielle would be in the front row with her hands raised. Praise God. We ought to know how to do church with our family. Amen.
Amen.
Wow. I feel like God has done so much already in the service. There was energy. Time of pull. Yeah. How right? I got energy. I could run right now. Because of the presence of God. Last night for 2 hours, the presence of the Lord was on me. I was on my moto and I had to go get cat food. We got home yesterday. And my wife says, oh, the cat doesn't have any food. And I gave my wife that look like, you want me to go get some food for the cat? But you know what? I was a good husband. I got on my moto, went down to the store, I got some cat food, I got to spend some of my money on food for the cat. But on the way back, the presence of the Lord was on me. And I got to my house and I looked at my son and he's looking at me. He said, Dad, are you alright? I said, no. He said, what's wrong? I said, nothing's wrong. But the presence of God is on me. I need God's presence. Emmanuel talked about this yesterday. We need God's presence. Desperately. Look, I'm going to tell you what I think. I don't like religion. I believe that God does not like religion. I think God hates religion. It's like trash in the nostrils of God. There is a stinky river in Simri, right? Is that right? There's a stinky river in Simri? I know there's one in Fontenot. I get by and it's like, whoa. But some people, they live by the stinky river. How do you live by a stinky river? I mean, they're out there outside like nothing's wrong. I see them. They're taking they're taking water out the stinky river. And they're pouring it on their vegetables, their plants. Why? I have no idea. Some people are okay with the stench of religion. But not God. Some people think that the kingdom is going to church on Sunday. They have their little list of things to do during the week. I gotta go to church. I gotta go to work from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Thursday night I got that meeting with my family. Sunday I gotta go to church. Because I'm not the church, I just go to church. So that they just check that off. You need to take your little list and you need to throw it away. I just threw my message back. I need Jesus. Help me, Lord. But God's not looking for you to come to church on Sunday. He's looking for you to be the church. You are the church. The kingdom of God is on the inside of you. So whatever people need is on the inside of you. You realize what is in you. God's presence is upon His people. But so often we're not even aware of it. Are you guys okay in the back? Anything you want to share with us? Is it funny? Was there an explanation? The presence of God. I don't think there's anything else. I know there's nothing else better than the presence of God. Don't we love miracles? Don't we love signs and wonders? God's power is there for that. I love Acts chapter 1 verse 8. And you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes on you. That word power means miraculous ability. Miraculous ability. When the Holy Spirit comes on you. So that you would be a witness. That's what God is wanting to give each and every one of us. And so we see this power at work. A witness provides evidence. Anybody ever had to go to court? I remember having to go to. You went to court? Yeah, I remember going to court. But I did something wrong. And I was scared. My leg was just kind of shaking. And that judge was looking at me. But you know, there are witnesses in the courtroom. They provide evidence that something happened. So the power that is on us is there so that we can provide evidence that Jesus rose from the dead. I heard a story of an evangelist. He had a great meeting. And there was a man, he was sitting there, he was missing some vertebrae. So he's sitting there in his chair and it's like he has no neck. He was missing vertebrae. So the evangelist, he called him up to the front. He grabbed the man's head. When somebody has neck problems, you don't want to grab their neck. When the man's wife saw, she screamed out, "Ah!" Now the evangelist, he started to pray, "Lord." And when he did that, all of a sudden the man's neck popped out. Now, the evangelist, he was surprised. He's like, "What? You got him?" Now, there was a girl that had been staring at the man with the neck problem for 45 minutes. You ever see kids, they like to stare? And they just look at. And so this girl, the evangelist, he said, "You want to come touch this man's neck?" So she came, and as soon as she touched the man's neck, she screamed out in tongues. Now, she was a Muslim. That wasn't supposed to happen. But God's power touched her. Her dad had been sitting right next to her. He was a Muslim. He got up to go grab his daughter. And when he touched the daughter, he began to speak out in tongues too. That's the power of God. Jesus rose from the dead. Peter was used in a mighty way. He walked into the city of Lydon. And there was a man that had been lying down for 8 years on his bed. He couldn't move his arms, couldn't move his legs. And I love how Peter did it. He said, "Oh, dear God in heaven." Actually, he didn't say that at all. He said, "Hey, you. Stand up, make your bed, and go home." The man stood up, made his bed, and he went home. How's that for prayer? Anybody here? Anybody have some faith? How about Paul? You know Paul, he would make tents. He had a rag. Kind of like what I have. This is my sweat rag. Paul would take his rags And somebody would run up, hey Paul, you gotta come with us. There's a man who needs to be healed. Paul said, here, take this. Bring it to them. And they would be healed. Wow. But you know what? Peter and Paul, they didn't start out like this. Peter was fishing out on the boat when Jesus met him. He couldn't catch any fish. And Jesus said, hey, put your nets on the other side of the boat. They brought so much fish in that the nets began to break. Peter said, Jesus, get away from me. I'm a sinner. He didn't want to be in the presence of God. Paul, he was a terrorist. He would go into Christians' houses. He would grab Christians. Probably like what's happening in Nigeria right now. Take them out in the street and throw rocks at them until they die. How does Peter go from not wanting to be in the presence of God to being the preacher on the day of Pentecost? And 3,000 people got saved. How does Paul go from being a terrorist to being the most amazing apostle that ever walked on the planet? He wrote half the New Testament. They both encountered Jesus. They encountered a resurrected Jesus. Do you remember when Jesus went to Peter after Peter denied him? How could Peter deny Jesus? Jesus gave him the keys to the kingdom of God. And when Jesus goes to meet Peter, he doesn't judge him. He says, hey Peter, do you love me? Peter said, Jesus, you know I love you. Jesus said, then feed my sheep. When Peter denied Jesus, Jesus restored him back to his place. And we know Paul's story. God had so much mercy on him. There's something about love. The love of God that we need a revelation of. I think there's so many Christians that are hurt. They come to church. They lift up their hands. They're singing songs. They see another brother. And they smile. And God bless you. But as soon as people walk away, there's hurt in their heart. There's no joy. You know why? Because something has come between them and love. You know, I've been asking God to pour out His Spirit in this place. And when God begins to move, people are going to weep. People are going to shake. They're going to have joy. They're going to have laughter. But after you get up off the floor, are you changed? Is there love on the inside of you? Because you could have all the faith in the world. You could point your finger at the biggest mountain and say, be removed. But if you don't have love, you don't have anything. You could have the greatest gift of prophecy. You could know the greatest mysteries of God. But if you don't have love, you don't have anything. You could come to me today. And you could say, you know what, Jeremy? I'm feeding all the orphans in Cambodia. But if you don't have love, you don't have anything. What I believe God wants to do today is He wants to do open heart surgery. Have you ever seen open heart surgery? The person lays on the table, the operating table, and they open up that chest. And the doctors, they start working on that heart. And they put them back together. Out they go. God wants to do open heart surgery on each and every one of us. He wants to give us a new heart. I've been praying for many of you here. God help them. But I'm hearing the Lord saying their heart needs to be changed. Because I can talk all day long. It won't change anybody. But if Holy Spirit comes and He begins to open up people's hearts, then they'll be changed. You guys okay? I see a whole bunch of people sleeping. We can take a nap. Before first grade, I was in kindergarten. We used to have nap time. Maybe that's what we ought to do here at River Church. How about we do that? We'll split up the service.
Yeah.
We'll have the worship at the beginning. And then we can have what they call it, a siesta. In Mexico. We can sleep for about 30 minutes. And then we can go on with the rest of the service.
All right.
That woke up some of you. You guys all right? You know, when I was in the Navy, we would wake up our shipmates. We would wake up our fellow. Because if one person fell asleep, we would all get in trouble. I remember watching guys, I could tell when they were about to go to sleep because they were tired. It's kind of like a cork in the water when you're fishing, the cork. You would see that guy in front of you and he's that's when the fish are biting. And so you would take your finger and you would do like that. Don't hurt anybody in here. Well, I have no idea how to end this. Let's stand up to our feet. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Can we pray?
Yes.
Has God done anything in you today?
Yes.
Wasn't His presence amazing during worship? You can live in that presence. Hey, don't miss the worship here. Come early. Come early. Come worship with us. Yeah. Let's close our eyes. Heavenly Father, we give you permission to come and work on our hearts. We want open heart surgery. We want a new heart. We want to love. We want to love in our hearts that is big. That's where it all begins, church. If we can love, then we'll be patient. If we can love, then we will be gentle. We will be kind. That means to be sweet. You see, we're supposed to be salty. And we're supposed to be sweet. Because we are a flavor on the earth. God wants to flavor the culture of Cambodia with the culture of heaven. God, give us a love where jealousy cannot hang out in our hearts. And if jealousy wants to arise, we're going to speak to ourselves. And we're going to say, self, jealousy is not love. So you cannot hang out in my heart. Love does not boast. Love honors people. Love respects people. Love never ends. God, give us new hearts today. We want a new heart. Father, I pray that today you would begin something here. What you're after is our heart. And we want to give it to you. I pray that today would be the start. Right now there's an invitation. We want to invite you to begin working on us. If people are crazy enough to come to this church, then I pray that you would transform them. I pray that you would work on us every day. Lord, when we open up the Bible, when we pray, that we would encounter you. We would encounter your fire. And your fire would burn out the impurities in our hearts. Father, I give you an invitation to work in everyone in this place. That when they come here, they will encounter you. They will encounter the power of God. They will encounter the fire of God. And we will never be the same again. Father, so many people are desperate. They're desperate for your blessing. They're desperate for you to bless their business. They're desperate for a miracle in their finances. They're desperate for a healing in their body. But are they desperate for a heart change? Make us desperate for our hearts to be changed. Let us want that, Lord, with a deep desire. Change. You don't look at the outside of the cup. You're looking at the inside. And there's people, they're only giving you a little part of themselves. They give you a 2-hour service on Sunday. And after that they live for themselves. They're making their own decisions based on their will and not on your will. Father, let there be a shift, a realization that the kingdom of God is at hand. That you're coming soon. Jesus is coming. He's coming again. Jesus is coming. He's coming again, church. And He's coming for a bride. A church that is holy. So God, the Holy Spirit that raised Jesus from the dead lives inside of us and gives us power to walk in holiness. Make us clean. Church, would you lift up your hand? If Jesus is King of your life, lift up your hands and say this with me. Clean my heart. Clean my heart, oh God. I give you my heart. I give you my soul. I give you my mind. my body. It belongs to you. With all of your mind and all of your strength. Some people try to love God with their mind first, but that comes third. We've got to love Him with our heart first. Our heart can go places that our mind can't go. The Bible says to love the Lord with all your heart. It says that when we seek Him with all of our heart, that we will find Him. So many people have been searching for God, but they haven't found Him. We can find Him. We can find Him and have Him. To seek the Lord this coming week and pray, intercede, not for yourselves, but that when we gather as a church, that God's Spirit would be poured out on us, and He would bring restoration to all things. We need your prayers. This is your church. This is your family. What do you want to happen here? It won't happen unless you pray. It won't happen unless you desire. It won't happen unless you speak it forth. Would you pray with me, church? Set aside time every day this week. And when we get together again on Sunday, it will be so powerful. It'll be like heaven on earth. That's His desire. That's what He taught us to pray. Your kingdom come. Your will be done. On earth. Just as it is in heaven. Hallelujah. So Father, today I bless your people. Give them the desires of their heart.